There is a very slim chance that you never heard of the notorious Alcatraz island of the San Francisco Bay. The prison once housed some of America's most difficult and dangerous felons, quickly rose to prominence in the 50s and inspired novel writers and filmmakers all around the world. Much like Alcatraz, Goli Otok was a prison island, but unlike Alcatraz, it is quite unknown outside the former Yugoslav republics. Goli Otok, literally meaning the Barren Island, is an uninhabited island located in the Adriatic Sea near the Croatian coast, lying between island Rab and the mainland in Kvarner Gulf. It is not difficult to see why the island carries such a name. The island is literally 4.5 square kilometers of rocks and sand. Without any source of water, very little greenery and scorching summer temperatures, it is quite clear why the island has been completely deserted throughout most of the history. It was the Austrians that first found the purpose for this hellish island and built a camp for Russian prisoners from the eastern battlefields. It remained as such until the end of the First World War. After the Second World War in 1946, the Yugoslav authorities turned the island into a strict re-education prison for political prisoners who were at the beginning for the most part Cominform or Informbiro members, the supporters of Stalin's regime. In 1948, Yugoslavia's new leadership under Josip Broz Tito pursued a foreign policy that didn't align with the interests of the Eastern Bloc. This led to a public conflict between Yugoslavia and the Soviet Union. Despite significant external and internal pressures from the Soviet Union, Yugoslavia didn't submit. This, however, resulted in a dark period where thousands of people were being killed, imprisoned, exiled, or sent to forced labor. Under Tito's order, over 55,000 people suspected or convicted of supporting Stalinism were arrested between 1948 and 1963, and 11,650 were sent to Goli Otok. Later, serious criminals such as murderers, pedophiles and sex offenders were also sent to Goli Otok. Most of the convicts who came to Goli Otok all went through the same process. First, they were tortured for weeks in remand prisons. Then, they went through a gruesome voyage from the port city of Bakar to Goli Otok on the ship Punat. On the voyage, they were tied with wire by two and two and were often beaten in the middle of the night. By the time they arrived on the island, they didn't know who they were. They had broken limbs, they were hungry, thirsty, and scared to death. They were subjugated to torture and forced labor in the quarry regardless of weather conditions. In summer, at high temperatures that could rise up to 40 Celsius, and in winter, in cold Bora. Prisoners were beaten regularly and tortured by other prisoners. Despite its notoriety, little was said or known about the prison during the times of the Socialist Republic of Yugoslavia. Towards the end, the prison was full of people with various criminal acts or just people that society didn't want. Political opponents such as anti-communists and Stalinists, rapists, killers, even juvenile offenders. According to Radovan Hrast, with the establishment of this camp, Tito prevented the Soviet Union's attack on Yugoslavia and a consequent US intervention, which could have triggered the Third World War. The prison ceased to operate in 1988 and is since then visited only by tourists and shepherds from Island Rab, who sometimes bring sheep to pasture. What do you think about Goli Otok? Would you ever like to visit? Let us know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. Till the next time, bye bye.